So, but since I normally spawn in almost predominantly allied, so I'm just going to go ahead and go into the army here. Once again, we've got our squad invites. Right now, Dan 11311 is the recruiter for all four. He's online. So if you're not in a squad, you can click on that and it'll put you right into the squad. And I'll show you how to go into the chat on a later video for talking to your squads and talking to other people. So anyway, let's take a look here. Now there's several tabs up here. One is the brigade roster. This is the brigades for all the U.S. Army. I'm in the U.S. Army right now. These are all the brigades that are in there. The ones that are completely empty means that there is no missions whatsoever in there, so you don't want to go into any of those. The ones that are in red, this shows you an attack order, and let's see here, this is 61st Infantry. See this little dot right here? These are all the different brigades that are in each individual town. So if you just hover over that, it says 61st Infantry Brigade. So you could double click on that and it will go to all those missions that are in that brigade. Or let's take a look at the active battles. Everything is in here. So all the missions that are actually active will show up here in the active battle. So if you want to get into the action pretty quick, this is the tab you want to go into. And once again, anything in red is an attack on a town or a forward base or something like that, an attack mission. The ones in the green are a defensive mission, so you're defending a town or CP, a command post, CP, or forward base, whatever. So if you want to just kind of take an overlook of where these missions are, you just click it once and the map will go right to it. Wallersheim is the origin, Wallersheim is the target, so it is a defensive. There is a defensive order here, that's the green. And the mission leader is Dan. Obviously that'll show up over here in the leader. The mission leader is Dan. The mission target is Wallersheim Army Base. So the origin is the army base itself, which is right here. You can scroll over these or hover over these little icons and they'll show you if it's an army base, a depot, which we call a command post, and which one it is. The mission target is Wallersheim itself, so meaning the mission leader has you spawning in here, and the object or the target is the whole town itself. Sometimes you'll see a mission where it's just this depot, and usually that's the depots that are critical to this defense. So it's a mission type, area defense. Obviously we're defending this area, and mobile spawn unavailable, and I'll get into that at on a different video. Now for the attacks, it's going to show up in red over here, and right now WWII is the leader. Yupin is the town that he started the mission at. Actually, mission origin, Yupin Achen forward base. Yupin Achen forward base right here. So this is the forward base from this town. We do this so, the forward base is there, so you don't have to drive a truck 10,000 meters or whatever it is from Achen from the town to Achen. So these are what we call forward bases. And if that forward base can be destroyed by the Germans, so if they took this forward base, we would lose our point of attack going into that town, and the attack dwindles down at that point because nobody could get in there from this town. So to check and see if the forward base or fire base, there depends on how old of a player you are, what the terminology is. I'm just going to call them a forward base. You highlight it so it's in green chat, and you press enter on your keyboard, and you type .own, enter, and then it will show you. Let me do this again so you could actually see the chat. So anyway, see how it disappeared when I clicked on the town, because that forward base is not associated with the German town itself. You have to go back over here to the USA, click it so it's highlighted in green, and then click enter .own. So you want to see who owns it and what the percentage is on it. Hit enter, and it shows you that the Eupen Aachen forward base, the infantry spawn is 0 and the vehicle spawn is 0, so 0 damage on either one of them. So if you zoom in, this is the vehicle spawn and this is the infantry. So Aachen is a big town. The symbols right here under the name of itself, there's an airplane there, meaning that it does have a airfield, which is over here. The little fireball, I guess that's what I would call it. I guess the little fireball means that the attackers, whoever it is, has actually captured some of the flags or the command posts or whatever in town. So yeah, here's one that's U.S. owned. That's a railroad station, and it doesn't look like there's any other ones that they've captured. So, and yeah, it will jump around a little bit. To stop that from doing that, click on the map, and then you could go back up to Aachen. Now it won't move around at all. So this symbol here, the little infantry guy, if it's solid like that, that means that there's a lot of people, or more than 5 or 6 infantry attacking this town. If it's hollow, that means there's less than 5 or 4 people that are attacking. Same thing with there will be a little tank icon. Let me see if I can find, yeah, here. So once again, heavy infantry. So there's more than 5 people there. Then there's a light tank. So it's hollow. That we call that light. And this is actually called the EWS, Early Warning System. So if you're just sitting here looking at the map and saying, okay, well, there's no little icons here, the EWS, Early Warning System, means that there's no enemies near this town at all. And so we just looked at these two. Let's see if there's any others. No, looks like there's only one attack. No, there's 2 attack orders. So